these are my top 10 exercises for bodybuilding. So I wish someone gave me this list when I was first starting out in bodybuilding, because I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't know what exercises were good. I didn't know what was bad. I didn't know what would build the most muscle. I didn't know what was comfortable. I kind of just sat there and did whatever, just like whatever looked good. And it took me a long time to figure out that these exercises worked and that they were good. So that's what I want to do for you, is I want to share in this video what exercises are my top 10 and that I think give the most ROI. So starting off with number 1 is cable chest flies. I absolutely love these. These are my bread and butter. So cable chest flies, if you don't know, it's when if you're a longtime gym goer, you see the machine and it's like some people call it a pec deck, and you kind of close in like this, and then you open it up, and then you close it again. You're pushing your chest together, and then you're expanding it. So that's honestly, I don't know if you can see, but that's what's given me all these stretch marks here, is the cable chest flies, because they are an absolute killer of a movement. You'll feel it in your chest. It'll tear. All these muscles will tear up. I have stretch marks right here, and I'm starting to get some on my right side as well from the cable chest flies. And that's not solely from these, it's from the other 2 exercises that I do. So next up is, I would highly recommend that anyone includes this in their workout, is the incline machine press. It really targets the upper chest right here. And for me, I think the goal of a good chest workout is to make sure you're hitting all the different points of the chest so they can all be developed. Because I've seen people where they have a fantastic upper chest, like it's really defined and everything's looking good, and then there's nothing down here. Then the lower chest is not as defined, and there's it's almost like there's something missing down there. So the incline machine press really covers the upper chest, and you can really feel a good pump when you are done lifting. And I don't know, it's just an enjoyable workout. It's one where you can really push yourself hard. And I also like it because yours might be a little different, your incline machine press at your gym, but I like mine. Mine has these like stoppers on the bottom. So if I'm really pushing hard, I can kind of bounce it off the metal, and I can get a little bit of a boost, and it allows me to get more reps, which is super helpful. So yeah, absolutely love that. That's one of my more recent exercises. I would say I've been doing that for maybe 3 months. So I really like that one. And then this is kind of the cousin to the incline press, is the decline machine press. So I'm sure if you've been in the gym a long time, I'm sure you heard of the decline bench press. That's a good movement, but this allows for really good form, and it's a machine, so there's less guesswork, there's less technique involved, and it's just pure muscle development. It develops down here, this part right here, your lower chest, and that's really important for a full rounded chest, for everything to look good and everything to look proportionate and solid. So I really like that. All right, now moving on to biceps. I got 2 solid bicep exercises in here. So my go-to for biceps is, I love preacher curls. So if you don't know, preacher curls are when there's like a pad that slopes downwards. And then there's like, I guess, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a place, it almost looks like a bicycle handlebar, kinda. And you put instead of like on a bicycle, you put your hands here. You would put your hands underneath and you curl upwards. So that's really nice because it locks my It locks my arm in place, and it's solely bicep work. It's not, sometimes when you're doing bicep work, your shoulder gets involved when you're getting tired, and that loses strain on the bicep. So with preacher curls, you can really, 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 really control and contract the muscle, and it's absolutely beautiful. It feels so good. And you can, once you've done it for a while, you can start to lift some pretty heavy weight. It's pretty nice. I'm currently at about I want to say, like, it depends on the day, but like 100 to 110 on preacher curls. So that's pretty good. And then another exercise that I really like is the cable hammer curls, because it really hits the long head of the bicep. It really, really targets, with the preacher curl, it targets the peak of the bicep. The cable hammer curls, they target the long head. So your biceps make your biceps look bigger. They add size to your biceps. And then the preacher curls, they add the peak up here. They add more development up at the top of the bicep, which is really, really nice. So for anyone who's, kind of looking to upgrade their bicep workouts or trying to figure out what works, I would highly recommend doing a short head movement, a long head movement. That way everything is covered. And then moving on to the back is, I don't know if this is the proper term for this, but I love the standing pull downs. So you'll stand, it's like a lat pull down, but you're not using your biceps at all. So you stand up like this. Imagine I'm standing, right? And you have a bar here. You have like a tricep push down bar here, the flat straight bar. And then you just go up and down with it. You pull the weight down and then you go back up. You pull the weight down and you go back up. That puts an incredible amount of strain on the lats, and it just feels absolutely amazing. I feel such a good pump after standing pull downs. And another exercise to complement that is cable face pulls. I absolutely love these. They are a newer exercise that I added in. So cable face pulls is where you have a rope that's kind of like the cable rope is kind of angled towards your face, and then you use your upper traps to pull the rope to your face, and you want to get it like almost into your nose. You want to get it almost right into your nose, and that will be really, really helps build the lats. Hold on, pull my nose real quick. Excuse me. Whew. Okay, all right. Anyway, so we got chest, we got biceps, we got back. Now we're gonna move on to legs. These are some of my favorite leg exercises, and one of them actually came because I kind of messed up my lower back a little bit. So I used to be a heavy squatter, but it got to a point where my lower back was really starting to hurt from it, because I was lifting heavy weight without a brace, and that really did not feel good. So what I did is I was like, okay, this hurts. I don't want to ruin my back. I don't want to mess up my lower back. What can I do from squats that can be kind of similar, but it doesn't give the strain? And I came up with hack squats. They just added a hack squat machine to my gym recently, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do that. So I've been killing it on hack squats, and they feel so good on my quads. like I feel such a good pump, and I feel such like a huge amount of muscle tear, and it just feels so good when you do hack squats. And you can really, really dig deep into the muscle with squats. Sometimes it doesn't really allow for it because the weight is so heavy and it's more manual. It's not like a machine is doing it for you, so you kind of have to master your own technique. With hack squats, you can just get on the machine and squat, and it targets the crap out of your legs and your butt. So it's amazing. I absolutely love it. And then for the hamstrings, I love leg curls. Leg curls feel so good. And you can do lightweight, and you can really focus on the tension of the muscle. You can do heavyweight. It doesn't really matter. I'm personally a heavyweight guy. I think I do like 115, 130 pounds, something like that. And what I'll do is with the machine, there's this like stopper, like right near my leg. And what I'll do is when I'm failing, I'll push it with my hands, and that'll really squeeze the crap out of my hamstrings. So that's another reason I love the machine, is you can go the extra mile on leg curls, and it's just so nice. And to round off the top 10, I would put lateral cable raises in that 10th spot, because the amount of muscle development I have felt in my shoulders just from lateral raises is amazing. And they feel so good to do, because you can really feel the strain on your shoulders, and you're not really using many other muscles to get that weight up. It's pretty much all shoulder work. I mean, you use a little bit of, ever so slightly, of your back, and maybe a little bit of bicep, but compared to other exercises like shoulder press, you're using a lot of your tricep is being used for that exercise. So that's why I love the lateral raises, because it's all focused on the shoulder, and it really builds that capped look, which is ideal for an aesthetic body. You know what? I'm gonna throw a bonus one in there. Why not? I'll throw an 11th. I'll throw a bonus one, or an honorable mention in there. Is upright rows. I love upright rows because they target this whole area up here. It's fantastic for shoulders. You can see the individual fibers of your muscle. I mean, depending if you're leaner or not, you can see the individual fibers of your muscle, and you can really see your shoulder working. So I don't know if that's a mind-muscle connection or what, but yeah, I absolutely love the upright row. So that's my honorable mention. Now, low-key, this wasn't just a ranking list. I mean, it was, but this was kind of my recommendation of things to do in the gym. You don't have to take all of them, but I would encourage you to try at least one of these things out, because they're fantastic. And hey, if you try, you can try all of these and be like, yeah, not really for me. No problem at all. In the gym, you should find your own thing, find your own development, find what works for you. If you find something from online and you copy it and it works, awesome, but don't force yourself to like it. So, yeah, those are my top 10. Listen, you got this. You're going to crush it. It's going to be great.